Hey guys, it's Johnny, and we are in Colombo at a place called Crystal Jade, which is a Hong Kong style Chinese restaurant, and we're gonna have Chinese high tea or Hong Kong dim sum high tea for the first time. I'm really excited, and we actually just got done watching a movie here at PVR Cinema inside the One Goal Face Mall. It's so nice to be able to watch movies again, but we're hungry, so let's go inside and see what Hong Kong style dim sum high tea is like here in Sri Lanka.
I'm laying here in the mess that we made. I'm trying to savor the words that you say.
So where do you want to sit?
Every night, every
It's so beautiful.
I'm satisfied. Every night,
Sure.
wrapped in your eyes.
All right.
Morning, I feel I've been playing.
So we're here to try this Monday through Friday special, 12 Chinese dim sums and 2 iced teas for 2,500 for 2 people. That's not bad. Hello, how are you doing? Can we get this dim sum high tea? Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have those drinks.
What can we have?
Iced blackcurrant tea, iced beet tea, iced lemon tea, and iced strawberry. And hot teaser,
Okay.
oolong tea, and jasmine green tea, Earl Grey tea, peppermint tea,
So the first one was what?
iced beet tea.
Green tea?
No,
Oolong,
it's
sir.
No.
Oolong? It's like white tea, no?
No, oolong's really strong. Maybe we can see the menu.
So why I'm happy here is that because it's so beautiful. So beautiful interior and all the details.
All the plates and everything.
Scattering.
Yeah. It is really pretty. Like the design here, the decorations, really gorgeous.
I so like this interior.
Yeah, with this nice china. I've never seen it like this before. It's beautiful.
So
Okay, so I smelled some, but I've never seen tea like this before. It looks like just a cup of tea with a lid, but actually, this whole thing pulls up and it's a strainer. So this entire thing strains the tea. And then you have a cup of tea, and in here, this is where the oolong tea leaves are. All right, I'm so excited. This is our first time trying Hong Kong style high tea. This is dim sum.
Husband bun,
Uh-huh.
indigenous rice,
Nice.
and then we have the shumai, which is shrimp and pork,
Mm-hmm.
harvest tissue, and the mushroom truffle dumpling.
Very nice.
Then we have deep fried, which is the mushroom spring roll, and the chicken and shrimp dumpling.
Very cool. So we got 2 of each. So it's perfect for sharing. And it looks really nice. Christina,
good.
which one are you
Looks
most excited for?
fantastic.
Yeah.
This is actually the best.
The best.
Yes, this and this. I would recommend these two.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Oh my god, looks magical. Like, look, it's so beautiful design of food.
Oh my gosh.
This looks amazing.
Beautiful.
Healthy sauce. This goes the spring roll.
So we've decided we're gonna start with the lotus leaf wrapped chicken and rice. Imagine a Chinese tamale, I guess is probably the best way to describe it. But this looks really good. I'm sure this is your first time having it, right?
For sure.
Give it a taste and tell me what you think. Maybe need soy sauce?
Unusual.
Yeah.
It looks like it's fish, but it's not.
It might have actually dried fish in it sometimes.
It's
I don't know.
fish, yes.
Like dried fish, maybe? Okay.
It's very unusual. I might already it's like very delicious. For me, it's just very unusual.
So I've had this dish a lot, both in Hong Kong style restaurants in San Francisco, but also the kind of more Taiwanese style, I don't know, they call it zongzi. So I can tell if it's good or not. The rice is perfect. It's definitely oh, you know what? It's the dried shrimp that you're not used to. That's the seafood. So, the mushrooms, dried shrimp, poached egg. It's definitely an unusual dish overall because it's not common, but this is actually spot on. So actually they did a really good job.
Oh my god, what is this? It's a transparent thing.
Yeah, so this one is a bit weird. You definitely need to dip it in soy sauce.
Yeah, because you know, I tried now. It's definitely like not nice dish.
Yeah, I actually don't like this dish, whatever it's called, but just dip it in the soy sauce. Let's see if it tastes better. I don't like it either, to be honest. Still bad? It's like a-
jellyfish.
Yeah.
So maybe inside it will be like I don't definitely it's not for the
Not for you. Spring roll up next.
Yeah, it's just really nice.
It's a spring roll. Like it's deep fried. It's gonna taste good. It's kind of hard to mess it up. All right, so next to try Christina's least favorite. I think this is just like steamed mushrooms with truffle dumpling or something. To be honest, I never liked this dish. I've had this many times in San Francisco and LA and different Hong Kong restaurants. And I still don't like it. It's hard for me to tell if this is like authentic or not, but I really don't like it at all, so I'm not gonna eat it. Clear my palate with a spring roll. I don't like spring rolls. Tastes like a spring roll. What'd you do just eat, Christina?
This is directly here.
Carrot?
Yeah, I ate carrot. This is nice.
What is
a
it?
little bit sweet on taste. Tastes like nice.
I have no idea what this is. I've never seen it before. This might be a popular dish that's just shaped like a carrot and colored. Oh, it's like it's normally not orange. I found the name of it, like Zhenggui or something. That's pork inside. It's actually fantastic. They did a good job with it.
Yeah, it's really like nice.
Nice touch to make it look like a carrot, but tastes good. So the ultimate test for me is going to be this Salmai Shumai. This is like a pork dumpling. This is my favorite dim sum dish in the world. And if they could do this right, then they do everything right. It's really good. So it's pork with a bit of fish roe on top and a really nice pastry skin that's steamed. You already ate yours, huh? You ate yours?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yes, Christina liked it. I like it. So this place in Singapore actually has a Michelin star, and a few of their other restaurants has a Michelin mentions as well. I think the culinary bib. This one is a newer, smaller version inside a mall, so it's definitely never going to be like a Michelin star restaurant, but the brand that owns it and hopefully the people who train the chefs are, so I can see why this place is won some awards. It's legit. It tastes like I'm in Hong Kong.
Recording video, I have already finished almost everything. So I tried this mandarina.
Orange looking thing.
Yes, and this is really nice, very unusual like by its design, and really very interesting. So this is like
Your favorite?
my favorite, yes. And spring roll because it's like very usual, familiar taste for me.
So, I've had everything. I'm not gonna finish that because I want to get. I'm still hungry.
Yeah. Like I'm like also still want to eat something. So it's definitely like my opinion is definitely interesting to come here and to try all this food. So for me it was just very interesting special experience of trying this food. I can't tell that I like maybe I didn't used to this taste. Like so it was just interesting, but I can tell that like it was very delicious. It was really interesting. So my favorite is spring roll because I have tried it before.
So the other thing that makes this kind of a fusion place, the iced tea, which I've never seen at a Hong Kong restaurant in my life. But I mean, Christina got oolong tea, which is very Chinese. So she got the traditional one. Cheers. But I figured why not try a blackberry currant iced tea while I'm here, as it's one of the options. And it was good. But now I do want to try this steamed salty egg custard bun.
Sweet.
It's sweet, yeah, that's why I told you to save it for dessert. But this has Christina's favorite Chinese bread. It's like the mantou bread.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna break this apart. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped half of it on the table. Guys, look what I do for you on the camera.
Ah, be careful. So
Be careful when you eat it. Don't break it over the table with the camera. Fantastic. Oh my god.
very nice. Are you sure? last piece, Johnny like gentleman gives to me.
It's good though. Alright, so we got the bill, and even though it's supposed to be 2500, that's not net. So actually the price is closer, is 3,000. Alright guys, here's the verdict. So Christina's looking at the menu because we're both still really hungry, and we weren't even that hungry when we came.
Yeah. But actually now I feel that I'm becoming like better.
You're better? Okay. So the price ended up being 3,000 after tax and tip because it wasn't net. So it's, I mean, in US dollars it's not expensive. It's like $16 or $17. But compared to every other high tea we've had in Sri Lanka, I would say definitely the least amount of food. Like everywhere else, we like would go and be hungry and actually come out like full. Here, it was definitely the least amount of food. But what do you think? Like, okay, so let's break it down like we did. So we've now been to Grand Hotel, the English afternoon tea. The jet wing in near Sigiriya. We went to Heritage Kamalanda, and now we've also been to the Indian summer one. So how does this one compare? First off, ambience.
Ambience, I guess it's one of the top. Like, no, Jetting was maybe better because it was like nature, but it's difficult to compare.
Yeah.
It's city. So actually, it's very nice. I really love Lentino. It's like I would tell like it's from 1 to 10. It's 10.
Wow. So yeah, they definitely did a really good job decorating the place, considering the fact that we're inside of a mall. But we are still inside of a mall, and it is loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's like this air thing. It's really loud. Oh, and it's kind of hot in here for me too. So for me, I would much rather prefer having high tea at any of the outdoor beautiful places than here. But yeah, I can see the decorations are beautiful. Okay, Christina. So next, we have the actual taste of the hot food. Quality and taste, how does this compare to the other ones?
So I would tell the taste for me, just because I didn't used to it, for me it's very strange. So I would tell, I don't know, like maybe 6. I'm sorry, but I just didn't used to it. But like for that I told like I don't know, creative and special taste, it really was like top.
Yeah.
So like I got big impressions just because I have never tried it before.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to try like authentic Hong Kong style dim sum, it is pretty authentic. The only dish I didn't like, well, we both hated actually, was that mushroom truffle, jellyfish tasting looking dumpling. To be fair, I've had it in other places, but I normally don't order it because I don't really like it. But this one was actually the worst I've ever had. So because of that, it loses some points. But everything else was actually pretty good. Like I would say spot on quality-wise, but really small portions. Like even the salmai was tiny. Everything was tiny, and like we left super hungry. That's why we're both looking at the menu still. We're probably gonna eat after this. So sweet items, how does this compare to the other one?
There was just one sweet item. So actually it was also like very unusual, very interesting and really delicious. Even the look when you eat it and like all this effect, yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So
But
that
it was just one.
yeah. So that sweet custard bun, that was fantastic. I really liked it. But for high tea, you can't just have one sweet. Come on, like everywhere else had so many different cakes and desserts. Like include some egg tarts or egg custard tarts or include something else. You can't just have one sweet item for a high tea. If anything, get rid of the iced tea. Like we don't need iced tea. Just give us normal tea and then give us another dessert. I think if they did that and they included 2 egg tarts, I would have been okay with it. And I guess the last would be the price. So at 3,000, how did this compare to the other places? Do you remember? So I think Grand Hotel was maybe 2,000. Jet Wing was 2,000, and the other place was 7,000. So I guess if you compare this to the other two, the price was actually okay. Just it was such a small portion. No, you know what? The price was bad. It was too expensive.
Yeah, for such portions, really.
Yeah, for more.
Everywhere
Yeah.
we got much more than we really able to eat.
Yeah.
Even like we can really eat a lot. We are professional in it, but yeah, like here it's the first time when we still have a lot of space to eat.
Yeah,
With
definitely.
this price, yes.
So everywhere else, we've either like just not finished the food at all. We left some of the food, or we like we finished it, but we're full, super full after. Here's the only place we're still hungry afterwards. And even if we paid, let's say we doubled it, we ordered 2 of these, actually we would probably be okay, but we wouldn't be like super full. So portion wise, price wise, the worst. I would say that loses on that. But I'm glad we came. I'm glad we tried it, and we might come back to try some of the other Hong Kong style food if we don't find another Chinese restaurant in Colombo or Sri Lanka that has authentic Chinese food. But to be honest, I bet you there's so many Chinese restaurants in Colombo that have just as good food for like way less money.
Yeah, it's true.
So-
But it's very beautiful interior here, so I guess it's really nice to come here for all this beauty, how beautiful they serve the food, how beautiful it looks. So to get this experience, it's really worth to come here, but it will be more expensive than other places.
Yeah, there you have it. So if you are here for 5 days staying at the Shangri-La, definitely come here because it is very good food if you miss Hong Kong style food. But for the rest of the Sri Lankans or tourists who are coming, unless you really want to try Hong Kong style dim sum, I would give it a pass. I would go to one of the other high tea places instead.